He has seen it all, done it all, knows somebody, if he hasn't done it himself, knows somebody who has. He's just released his latest idea, which is just amazing, the ambition of the guy. If you say you can judge a man by his company, you must be able to judge an industry guru by the company that he keeps, and it is pretty blooming impressive. He is definitely the number one, I'm sure people disagree, but for my money, he's the number one influence estate agency today.
Okay, so we're now down to number 3, Simon Whale from Kerfuffle.
You know Simon Whale?
I don't know. I know Kerfuffle though.
You know Kerfuffle?
Just haven't.
You know Simon Whale?
I know, right. I've just seen the company come up on my phone.
Right, what can you say about the Whalemeister?
The Whalemeister, is that his nickname?
We've had top shirts, most persistent, best dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you in the estate agency world, and I defy anybody to argue with this, the best alcohol consumer in a estate agency by a country mile. That guy is just an utter, complete, and absolute hoot. And because he obviously enjoys his life and he enjoys estate agency so much, I think that people have him down as a bit of a buffoon. They're just being honest with you.
Mm.
And I think he almost likes that because he's so not a buffoon. Or is he? He clearly enjoys what he does so much. So I first got to know him when he was at Repeat.
Yeah.
And we're with Repeat now as a direct result of Simon Whale, although he's not with Repeat anymore. And his understanding of the estate agent psychology, his understanding of what we're trying to do is absolutely phenomenal.
Mm.
I don't think he's ever been an estate agent, but again, he goes against the grain of, well, you don't understand estate agency unless you've been in the estate. He really, really understands where we're coming from. And he has now built this interesting bridge between suppliers and estate agents in the form of his venture, Kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Great name, by the way, Simon Kerfuffle. And just little innovations that people will not consider them even to be innovations. But as far as I'm aware, it's the only industry site where you can leave video reviews of suppliers.
It's so powerful, isn't it?
It is so powerful. It really, really is. So there's another guy who from time to time will just ring me up and say, Simon, we're interested in this. What do you think? And then I'll tap him and we'll disagree and we'll argue. We argue about politics. On that particular score, he is always wrong, and I'm always right. I think he knows that deep down. But
I think he'd probably argue that.
He might do, but he'd be wrong. He knows so many people that it would be impossible, in my view, to have any credible list of the top 10 people in the state agency as influencers if his name wasn't on there.
He's number 3 on yours, so he must be higher.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, so we're going to go to number 2 now, and quite fitting, you've actually wrote about the 2 brothers, so ex-Purple Bricks Bruce brothers.
Yeah, okay. Of course, I've cheated here because this isn't one person. This is in my.
We'll let you off.
Yeah, thank you. Again, actually, I will be surprised if anybody says, "Well, that's just ridiculous." You could not. I would challenge anybody. You just couldn't have a list of top 5 and not put the Bruce brothers in there as being massively influential.
Yeah.
I think what they've just done is incredible. I think I hate using the word game changer. Every new prop tech thing that comes out, this is a game changer, and this is this is a disruptor, and they're just not disruptive or game changing. But Purple Bricks was disruptive, is disruptive, was and is a game changer. So these 2 guys, I don't know the full story. I think I might have met them vaguely at a couple of I think I met one of them at my home move conference a few years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know them personally. I'd love to meet them and have a chat with them and find out more about what they did. But wow, what they have done in our industry is absolutely incredible. I, I just can't. I haven't got the word to say how impressed I am with what they've managed to do. It's been incredible. I mean, people say stuff like, "Oh, they've ruined our industry," and I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? Oh, they've cheapened fees." Well, it isn't them that decide about fees; it's the consumer that
Yeah,
decides.
it's just another option.
Of course, it is. And we saw. I mean, honestly, our fees have gone up over the last 18 months,
Mm.
when Purple Bricks are supposedly at their peak, because we're able to discriminate between what they offer and what we offer. So,
Yeah.
ironically, it's increased the value of our proposition compared to their proposition. And that is not to denigrate their proposition. That is not to denigrate their proposition in any way, shape, or form. I think what they've done is absolutely. And when people say, oh, they've taken the money and run, well, A, good luck to them, and B, they haven't. They haven't taken the money and run.
They're still around, aren't they? Very much so.
Oh yeah, they've got is it Agents Together,
Yeah.
which is an interesting initiative to help and support and mentor estate agents up and down the country. They're trying to challenge some of the issues regarding mental health. Again, all the cynics, well,
Just doing it to get back in the good books so they can start their new company.
yeah, that's right. I think it's fantastic that someone can be doing that. And then is it called booming?
Booming, yeah.
I didn't quite dig that yet, so I haven't quite got into it. But I see they've had the ex guy from Refit join them there.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, it must be a pretty interesting thing. I was looking at their website earlier today. I still don't quite get it, but I'm going to.
I haven't seen it yet. But I think it goes back to the point you say about growing the team. They've obviously getting a world-class team with them as well.
Yeah. I mean, so they haven't taken the money and run. They've taken the money, no doubt, and absolutely good luck to them. But they certainly haven't run. They're still there. They're going to be influencing our industry. And I think the way that they've challenged, in effect, the way that we run our business, they've challenged our cost structures.
Yeah.
They've challenged the way that we market ourselves. They've challenged the simplicity of online. They've done lots of really, really good things. I mean, I'm sure they've done lots and lots of stuff that isn't so good, like any business.
Yeah.
But wow, I challenge anybody to say to me that those guys are phenomenally influential in the estate agency.
I think it's also just the impact as well they had on the agency as a whole. You know, them two individuals, you know, they've done something amazing, incredible. You know, brought something into the market that you wouldn't have thought could be possible, but they've done that, and the impacts that it's had as a knock-on effect. Again, like you say, it's just been absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. So, Simon, we're down to number one here.
Yeah.
Last one we've got here is Peter Knight from Property Academy.
Wow. I mean, what a guy. When I put this list together, I wrote down just leave names at random to start with, and I probably had something like 150 different names. But I'll tell you, the first person I put down there was Peter Knight.
Good dancer, good drinker.
No,
drinker.
Actually, I mean, he's a medium drinker.
Right.
Not very good on the shirt stains. I've never seen him dance, but a Goliath, in my personal view, when it comes to vision and ambition and innovation and thoughtfulness and consideration and all the amazing things that a top-notch person known as top-notch estate agents and estate agency grew all to be.
Yeah.
He has been an estate agent, but the stuff that guy does, I was speaking to one of his team members. Again, I keep on mentioning about the team. I was speaking to one of his team members the other day with his latest idea. Do you know his latest idea is?
No.
I'll share it in a minute. And I just said, what must it be like to work for that guy, to be part of the team where he has these amazing ideas? And in my simple world, he has these amazing ideas, he explains it to the team, and he says, get on with it. I want to go and get my next idea.
Yeah.
Let me just explain to you some of his background. So he was an estate agent. He's written an amazing book called HEP, which is an acronym for Highly Effective Marketing Plan.
Right.
Honestly, if you've never read it, get it, read it. It's one of those books you can read in 2 hours. It's just brilliant.
Yeah.
It's the best book of marketing I've ever read in my life. It is phenomenally simple and really, really effective. So that's one thing. He, together again with a team, he used to run the Sunday Times awards, which I thought were just amazing. I mean, those awards were amazing. Association with the Sunday Times,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. So he does that for a few years, then he thinks, nah, I'll do something different. So he starts the EA Masters Awards with the ambition to test, monitor every single estate agent in the UK. I mean, if I'd have been sitting on his team, I'd be saying, hello, Peter.
Sorry?
Don't even take me there because that isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Then I think, along the way, he's had the Property Academy, which is a group of top-notch agents that really want to improve, and he puts them together with industry and, again, non-industry gurus, people who are experts on marketing, people that are experts on people management, people that are experts on a whole range of things. He lets them present the Property Academy. And a couple of 3 years ago, he started this thing called the Best Estate Agent Guide, which again, lots of other people have. It's not quite, but the ambition of the man and his team to have the Best Estate Agent Guide is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
To try and come up with a way of assessing all the estate agents in the UK and then grading them and then putting them in the Best Estate Agents Guide, I thought was amazing. So I did think of Peter about 2 months ago, perhaps a bit longer, because I was thinking, well, the EA Masters event, which is a phenomenal event. Have you been to EA Masters?
I haven't, no.
Honestly.
That good?
No, definitely not good. It is fantastic.
Yeah.
As a physical event, normally it's an amazing venue, phenomenal speakers, brilliant exhibition, all sorts of interesting stuff, and then an award ceremony for winners of the Best Estate Agency Guide Awards. And the last venue was amazing. The last whole event was just incredible. I remember thinking, wonder what happened next year. Then I was thinking, well, hold on, wonder what's going to happen this year.
Yeah.
This isn't looking good for Peter and the EA Masters. And he has just released his latest idea, which is just amazing, the ambition of the guy. It's all going to be online, but not like a little thing, no disrespect, but not like a little discussion between two people. As I understand it, he's got 40 speakers, 4 live streams, 7 or 8 different subjects to cover. There's going to be people buy a ticket, they're going to log in individually. There's going to be all sorts of interesting stuff happening. The event's going to last all day. So what I've done, normally I'll either go on my own or I'll take a few of my team down at each one of these events. What I'm doing this time is I've got now 12 tickets. And I've said to our top 12 guys, our management team, 1 or 2 other people, right, what are you going to do? You're going to have a day off and you're going to be at home. I don't want to be distracted by the frontline business. And we are going to go to as many of these different workshops as we can do.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. What great value.
It's just great. And he has seen it all, done it all, knows somebody, if he hasn't done it himself, knows somebody who has. It's very philosophical, very smart, phenomenally ambitious, must know how to pick a good team because the team around him, again, are absolutely fantastic. And when you look at the agencies that he's worked with alongside, it absolutely is a who's who of a state agency. And if you say you can judge a man by his company, you must be able to judge an industry guru by the company that he keeps. And it is pretty blooming impressive.
Yeah.
And for me, he is definitely the number one. I'm sure people disagree, but for my money, he's the number one influence in a state agency today and has been for years.
Wow. He's going to get the Simon Gold Star up at on his name now. Wow, amazing. So what's that? 35 influential people in the market. Obviously, by you. I think there's a running theme with all of them that we found out there. But Simon, I actually want to thank you for spending the time and putting that list together.
No, that's great fun.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show what amazing people there are, and the journeys that they're on, have been on, and will continue to go on. So I do really, really appreciate that. Thank you. And we're looking forward to have a chat with you as well, because obviously you've been through your own journey. So we'll get that podcast on. I also just want to make a note to say, none of this was paid for. We haven't had suppliers pay for us to talk about this. I think it's just us or Simon in particular, expressing a bit of gratitude to say these people are having an influence on the market, because I think that
getting a drink from Simon Whale there. That's
yeah.
You get a drink from Simon Whale. That's
yeah, that's it. We'll have it. We'll all get together. All 35 of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just to show what incredible people there are out there, and anyone who's in the market, continue inspiring, continue doing what you're doing. These are people to look up to, and let's keep on keeping on.
Great.
Simon, it's an absolute pleasure.
Really enjoyed it.
And you. Okay, we'll catch up next time.
Yep. Cheers, man.